Hey guys, my name's Sev.
And I'm Marin.
And we're SideWays Gear Guys.
We love snowboarding,
skateboarding,
surfing, and we love talking about it. Pretty much anytime we're not doing those things, we're thinking about it, talking to each other about it.
What board, what bindings, what bearings, what fins, what
wax.
boards. So this is what our premise of the show is: to discuss and ride and actually handle equipment, and then get our review on it and share it with you so you can make a better purchase decision, because we believe that the better equipment you have enriches the experience of sport and further it and build the community. Snowboarding's so much fun. We both love it, we talk about it, and we want to share it with you guys, the viewers.
Yeah, more than anything, we want to pass along that these are really fun things to do, and having the right gear just, like Sev said, enhances that experience. It makes it that much better. So we are going to ride a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to let you know how it rides and how that's going to relate to you as, an average snowboard consumer or a skateboard consumer or a surfboard consumer.
Because there's a lot of opinions out there. Angry, sometimes good, sometimes bad. We're going to try to weed this out and give you the proper information. Both Marin and I have worked in the industry for a number of years at snowboard shops, being reps, and I even started snowboarding where there wasn't boots. I had to take my ski boot liners out and put them in Sorels and duct tape my ankles for my first pair of boots to even try it.
Our roots run deep, and so does our love for snowboarding, and from that love, the love for gear and just really appreciating, what the gear allows us to do. And like Sev said, the amount of technological advancement that's happened in the snow industry in particular since the early days of snowboarding is pretty astonishing. And it's nice to see cool ideas from back in the day being rehashed with modern technology now, and you've seen that the last number of years with different camera options. You're seeing it much more so with all the different shapes and kind of configurations of snowboards these days. Walking into a snowboard shop right now,
so many selections, and that gets overburdened when you walk in there and there's like 50 slots for boards. So let's take a minute, chill out, let's have a beer. Good old caribou. Cheers, Marin. Wipe the eyes.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a sec, watch some pow runs, watch some carving. We're gonna finish our beer, and Marin's gonna talk about the board he recently added to his quiver.
Let the gravity guide you.
Recently acquired to my quiver would be the K2 Party Platter. So
Everybody's invited.
it's this thing is more fun than a 5-course meal. That's just what it says. But really, no, this thing is it's a blast to ride. I got to ride the Cool Bean last year from K2. It's a little bit more serious flex-wise, and I like the small shape and the overall size and how it rode, but I was looking for something that was a little more playful, so I went with the Party Platter. So it's a little bit narrower on your foot than the Cool Bean. It's a softer flex. It doesn't have the swallowtail, so it does lend itself to a little bit more freestyle riding. Super fun. I'm blown away with the amount of pop this thing has for such a small board with such a short little tail. The power bar that K2 uses is quite noticeable.
And that's where we kind of came with the show, is Mary and I were talking about boards like this, and when there's about 12 to 15 different boards you could possibly ride in a POW kind of division, if you want to call it. And I was looking at the archetype, and so our first review is going to be the Party Platter, not versus, but we're going to compare them both because they are powder boards and see how they do in versatile terrain, what they're not meant to do. We're gonna keep the criteria, and we're using Seymour as their test facility because you can do 4 or 5 runs that really highlight the attributes of a board and overall general snowboarding. And yeah, I know sometimes you don't have POW, but that's just life. And when you get on these things, they are pretty solid outside the POW areas and the zones and the trees. So we just want to show you guys how they activate where they're not supposed to be, and when they get the snow, we'll get out there and get on these guys, and we're going to do revisits. We want to see these things once you've ridden it a couple days, and then we might shelf it, and then when it really snows, grab it, go for a party POW run, and we're going to film it and see how it goes and share it with you guys.
Well, and for that guy, you know, the average snowboard consumer is only going to buy one board every 5 to 10 years. You know, if he takes this board on, you know, what's that going to mean to him? If he's going to have one board that's going to be his board for every day, all conditions, you know, is a different shape like this, is a different feel like this going to be the right board for him? And, you know, we're going to aim to answer those types of questions and any other questions you may have.
And we want to hear from you guys what you guys want to see. We'll have a vast variety of videos covering the tech, setup, all that sort of stuff. But whatever you guys want to see, feel free. Give us feedback, do all that sort of stuff. We just want to hear from the community and grow the community because snowboarding is so much fun that we just want to grow the sport. Everybody benefits from it. So that being said, we're going to sign off. We're going to cheers. We're going to get it set up. Boom, and come to you with the next comparison of the party platter and the archetype.
Worries last night were torsional stiffness and size for a big man.